Greetings, Next Level family. Thanks for joining us. We'd like to take a walk back through 2021, just give you a couple of highlights of some of the things we accomplished, and then look into the new year about where we're going as a ministry. Steve will start us off.
It's been a great year. One of my favorite parts of every year is the LTX, the Leader Training Experience. I got to start off the year by taking 9 men, putting us all in a virtual room, we actually did it online, and training them to be able to start off their future Next Level groups by going through what we call a simulation.
A simulation, that's a cool idea. What do you mean by a simulation?
Well, think about a cockpit, like a fighter jet pilot. He can't just go right up into the plane and try and fly it. He could crash and burn, right? They're gonna put him in a simulator first to know what it looks like, what it feels like, what he needs to do before he actually gets into the real thing. That's what we do with our LTX, and it's a ton of fun actually, and it's really cool to see these guys experience the actual experience before they're gonna pass it on. In fact, we get these great comments back from some of the guys that we actually wanted to share a couple of them with you.
Yeah, let's do it.
One of the guys said this. He said, "I didn't have Christian friends like this before." Super impactful.
Yeah, here's another one. He says, "It brought me out of a place that I didn't even know I was in." That just captures, so many guys don't know how disconnected they are relationally from other men or women with women, and so that's quite a statement.
Incredible. As these men were sharing at the end of our time together last season, this is what one of the other guys said. He said, "It brought me closer to God." And when he said that, I was like, that's what it's all about. That's so great. I love it. Yeah.
And one final one. I came back from close community at Bible school, not thinking that kind of community was possible in real life. But I'm so encouraged to see that you can have genuine Christian community in the real world. This is not just a fairy tale. That's good.
That's so good.
Yep.
So I did an LTX in January. Lyle, you did an LTX in September. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I had the privilege of leading 9 women, 6 from Kingston, 3 from Almont. We just finished up this week actually, and they're now prepared. They've done the 3-month simulation and are prepared now to start groups in the new year.
So great, so exciting. On top of the LTX, we also put together this booklet. It's called the What's Next booklet. We're really excited about it because we train these leaders in LTX and then we send them off, but we don't want to just send them off on their own. We want them to be prepared. So we do walk with them relationally through the rest of their journey, but we also wanted them to have this resource to help guide them through what do we do, not just in year 1, but also in year 2, 3, 4, and there's some space where they can fill it out here. There's some principles. We're really excited about it. We launched this past year. Yeah.
One other thing we do for our leaders, because it all comes down to leaders, if you have healthy leaders, you have a healthy group. So we produce a monthly video that goes out. It's called Level Up, and Steve produces it, writes most of the scripting for it, and we put that out to our leaders every month to equip them to better lead their groups.
That's right. We think it's really important that they have practical, high relevant tools. Here's some of the topics that we got to cover this year. We covered this topic, how to reboot your group after the pandemic, after being in a group virtually. How do we get back to a healthy in-person environment? That was one of the topics.
Yeah. Another one, the one I really loved is, what do you do when someone in a group just opens up, bears their soul? If you don't respond well to that, if you don't handle that situation deftly, you could be in trouble. So we have trained our leaders to train their group to effectively respond to a person in a particular time when they're opening up their lives to the others.
That's right. So those are just a couple examples. You can actually check out those videos by clicking this link right up here. They're public. You can access them and just kind of see what we get to do on a monthly basis for our leaders in that way.
Yeah, and it's funny, but we did a lot of those things. I don't remember you doing a lot of those things. When did you do those?
Well, you were on your sabbatical.
Oh, my sabbatical.
Yeah. How did that go, by the way?
I had a great time. I had a lot of fun. Most importantly, I had a lot of time to rest and to read. This is after 40 years of being in ministry in the last 21 years with Next Level. Really felt that I needed a recharge for the next stage of my ministry, which I'm excited about as well, which we'll be coming up with in a moment. So I'm grateful to that, for that gift from our team to have that rest.
That's right. In fact, you came back, Lyle came back recharged and ready to dive right in. It was really cool. He dove right into the Discipleship Path. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Discipleship Path is the term we're using for a multi-year framework, a pathway of discipleship that covers all kinds of topics. Thematically, the relationship building, it's theological development, practical life skills, and we've got at least 5 years worth of things marked out, framed for us, and then writing the materials, and we'll slot them into those topics or find other good books and authors on that.
That's right, and these are kind of studies that actual Next Level groups will go through with their group members to grow in that way, right?
Yeah, we really found that leaders need something a path to go on, some rails to run on, so they make sure that they have a balanced diet and they cover all the most important things about discipleship.
That's right. So that's some of the things we got to do this past year. Really exciting year. But it all comes down to life change, to impact. What is the impact of those things? Why are we really in this? Here's why we're in it. We got this comment from the wife of a man in a Next Level group in one of the churches that we partner with, and we wanted to share it with you. It was such an encouragement. She says this: "I'm so grateful for the church's Next Level men's ministry. I see the difference that this is making in my husband. He used to exhibit a certain behavior to us in our home, and God is obviously in the process of changing him because that behavior is significantly minimized. I'm thankful as a wife, and we are thankful as a family for what this ministry is doing, and I'll keep praying for God's blessing on you leaders." It has been such a privilege this year to be doing the work that God has called us to. Really, He is the one who deserves all the praise and all the glory. We've been doing this only by His grace, but we also want to say thank you to you for partnering with us, for walking with us, for praying with us over this past year. We've got an exciting next year coming up. We want to tell you just a couple things about it.
Yeah, well, we always want to take not only our individuals that are part of our ministry to the next level. We don't want to plateau, and we want to take our ministry to the next level, and we got some pretty big plans coming up in this coming year, so we want to tell you about some of those.
That's right. On top of some of the normal stuff that we do on a regular basis every year, we've got these new plans as well. In fact, our partnerships team has been working and planning and strategizing and praying toward how we might effectively partner with, support, encourage, and come alongside the church. We really are focused on this right now and are excited about it. So we've been planning and strategizing. Now it's the year for action. We're going to start making some videos. We're going to start putting together a plan, a presentation to really present to churches how Next Level might be a good fit for them and how it might impact the men and women in their churches. We're super excited about that.
Yeah, and we'd love to present to them, here's a path. We actually have curricula that can help the individuals in our groups move forward, and I think that gives them a lot of confidence. I'm writing a lot of material now, writing something called Unstuck, helping people move, if they're plateaued, want to help them to their next level. How are all the different ways that we get stuck, writing that and some new material, and plan to implement that in the new year.
That's right. In fact, this year, as Lyle is going to be writing that material, I'm going to be preparing kind of the presentation and packaging and dissemination side of that, actually getting the important things that God is giving Lyle to the people who really need it. So I'm super excited about that, to put that together. And there's some important ways that that's going to be put together. In fact, we're going to work this year on our website to begin the work to make sure that the people who need those resources actually get it through our website, which is one of our really valuable tools that we need to invest in.
Absolutely, thanks. So, we've run quickly through some of the things we've accomplished this past year, where we hope to go in the new year. If I could just pause for a moment, slow it down, and just say, this is not possible without partnership, and I mean partnership with you. We need your support in prayer, and we've just loved when you encourage us in what we're doing, and how you've supported us financially. And as we take a pretty big chunk of new territory in the new year, we're going to need some support. I just wondered, would you consider, with your priority, of course, being to give to your church in a healthy, faithful way, but to consider that maybe there's some regular giving or some kind of support you can give to our ministry to help us accomplish these goals. We'd really appreciate that.
That's right. And the why give? And it's because we want to see God change lives. We really do. We want to see God work in the lives of men and women in their Next Level groups. Would you consider being a part of that work that God is doing. You can, a really valuable way you can give is by giving monthly, by becoming a monthly partner. There's a link up here that'll take you right to our donate page, and you can go through all the information there and sign up there to become a monthly partner. We'd also really be grateful for a yearly gift or multiple times a year, whatever the Lord leads you to. This is a great time of the year to give, kind of as we're coming to the end and really trying to finish strong, launching into the new year strong.
Yeah. So financial support, but I'll tell you the biggest thing is please keep us in prayer.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. Steve's health, we want to keep praying for that, for energy and wisdom as I write, as our team works together, as our leaders lead their groups. We'd appreciate your prayers as we move forward. We want to end by just saying thank you for being part of our family, and we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Thank you.